All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. If you like the content of today's video, please like and subscribe. Um, that's my dog you hear clicking in the background. She's trying to play with me while I'm doing this. But in any case, I debated on what I was coming to you guys today for, what topic I was going to use. I had several in my phone. Well, by several, I mean four. um, and I think I'm going to go with the one that has been the most prevalent in my life. And that's one question that I ask God in anything, any endeavor that I'm about to go through, in the people that I meet, um, new jobs, anything you can think of that you would need this phrase. I always ask God, show me the truth of this. And that truth is the truth of the person, the truth of the people, the truth of the job, whatever truth it is that I need to know. God knows what I need to know. So any truth it is that I need to know, I ask him to show me the truth. And I guarantee you every single time, 100% without fail, the truth always comes out. So when I meet a new guy that's trying to talk to me, or I'm dating or have an interest in, I ask, show me the truth. And the truth of that person is going to come out. Their true personality is going to come out and reveal itself. And every single time I get a new job, I say, show me the truth. And sure enough, every single time I'm going to get the truth of that job. What it is I need to worry about, what I don't need to worry about, who I need to worry about, who I don't need to worry about, how much of myself to give and put into this. It's going to come out. Um, if there's something I'm debating on, like, should I do this? Should I not? Show me the truth of it. And either it's going to come out to be a fraud, it's going to come out to be something that's not all they're saying it to be. Not that it's bad, it's just not everything they said it's going to be. Or it's something that I can sit back and invest in. Now, I am more open and I'm more aware. So when I ask that question, I'm looking for the answer. And I know it's going to come without fail. I have that faith. When I first started doing this, it might take some time before I would get an answer that I could recognize. So it might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I get an answer that I could recognize, but I guarantee you every single time that answer has always came. And I never asked it on anything I was iffy about. Like, I don't know if I really want to know the truth in this. Do I not? No. I only asked it on what mattered to me. So it wasn't like I was using this on everything. Should I, show me the truth of this scratch off lottery ticket? No, I'm not. I've never used it on things like that because that's not the intent behind the question. What I want to know is this something that is beneficial to me or something that I need to leave alone? So when I ask that question, show me the truth, I'm asking for whatever it is in this thing, whatever it is in this person, whatever it is in this ideal, show me the truth of whatever it is. So if somebody's trying to cover something up, trying to hide something, it's going to come out. I give you an example. I meet a guy and I say, show me the truth of this person. The last guy I talked to, I said this on because, he seemed like a good guy. We had good conversation. We went out a couple of times and it was going great. And so I'm like, okay, before I invest too much emotion and too much time in this, show me the truth of him. And what I found out is a lot of times what I thought he was drinking on ended up being alcohol. And I found that he can be very disrespectful because I want to say I asked this question and the next day the truth of him came out. So, like I said, he was drinking. He got disrespectful. Like, we had a good day. We went out together. He's like, oh, call me before you go to bed. I'm like, okay. So I go to call him and, the conversation seemed a little weird. And then he started getting a little disrespectful. And I said, okay, so this is the truth. The truth is, and when they show me this, when they present me with this truth, I have one of two things. Oh, and by the way, the next day he acted like he didn't remember none of it. So to me, that said, one, you drink so much that you don't remember what you do and say. Or number two, you're going to say and feel a certain, whatever you feel, you're going to come out and you're going to blur out. And a lot of times it may be disrespectful. and you're going to act like it never happened, even though you remember. So either you're lying to me or you drink that much to where you don't remember what you say or how you get. And either way it goes, is that something that I want to deal with? Is that something I can handle? No matter how great a person I think you are, can I handle that? Can I put up with that? And if my answer is no, bye bye. Plain and simple. So when you ask that question, be prepared for that answer, because it may not be what you want it to be. It may not look like what you want it to be. It may not be what you expect it to be. You have to be open to it, and you have to accept it for what it is. So, I'll give you another example. So, a friend of mine asked God to show her the truth of the people that she works with. And so she was going through some training, and people that are training her are the people who are actually doing the job. So it's not an actual official training that they actually go through. They have you work with people who are doing the job, and that's how you learn. So she said, show me the truth of these people. So they have to provide feedback in email form to her and to their boss, because they have the same boss. So the feedback that she was getting, the feedback her boss was getting, was saying that she was doing really good, and, keep going, and, blah, 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 blah. All them compliments. Good job, kudos, all that good stuff. What she found out was her boss went to them and said, okay, I need some actual feedback, like real feedback on what you think. Now, from what she tells me, she says she sat with somebody, and she got a call, and that person didn't know what to do with the call, okay, because they couldn't understand the person who was speaking. In addition to that, the same person, the same person sat back and was telling them that when they told them that they didn't have access to one of the systems, so, oh, don't worry about it, it's no big deal, and whatever, you get access when you do, or don't worry about it, you have other ways you can go about getting the information. So when the boss, she has to sit in front of her boss tells her that person came back to her and told her that she's unorganized, doesn't care about, the customers' situations, get their calls handled, didn't try to understand or didn't try to empathize with the person, like all the slanderous stuff she went back and told them. And mind you, this is the same person that she would spend time with outside of work, because she's been working there for some time. She's just getting trained in a different area of the business. So I told her, I said, everybody does not deserve 100% of who you are. I will say it again. Everybody does not deserve 100% of who you are. Now, I have been blessed to have certain jobs where I have befriended the people that I worked with to the point where I love them like friends. I love them like family. And that would be my first job and the current one that I have right now, the company that I work for now. The people that I've worked with over the past almost 13 years, a lot of them have become really good friends to me, to the point, and some of them to the point where I feel like they are family to me. Okay. And that is a blessing. Everybody does not get that. That is a true blessing. But when you go in and you give everybody 100% of who you are, they will take that 100% and expect more. They do not value that 100% that you gave them. They can care less about that 100% that you gave them, except for, you are doing all of this for me. You are giving yourself to me. So I am going to take it. And they will take it. They will drain you. They will stab you in the back. They will belittle you. They will do all kinds of things to you. And you will be the one in the end hurt. Like, I can't believe they did this to me. When you were the one who opened yourself up to this, you gave them 100%. So before you give 100% of something, of yourself, to somebody that doesn't deserve it, but before you give them that 100%, ask God that question. Show me the truth of this person, and just wait and watch. And like I said, it may not come in a form in which you think it will come, but I guarantee you it will show up. You have to be the one to recognize it when it does. You can't just dismiss the little things like, oh, well, that's no big deal. Oh, well, it only happened one time. That is God showing you that truth. And like my best friend used to tell me all the time, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. Don't second guess it. Believe them. You just showed me who you are, so I'm going to believe you. So that's my message for today is you ask God to show you the truth. Um, and then watch for that truth that he comes and don't dismiss it. Accept it for what it is. Because the one thing you can never change is the truth. That's it. You can have different perceptions, different beliefs, different ideals, different ways of looking at things, but the truth is always going to be the truth. Like this bunch of bananas, this sitting right here next to me, is a bunch of bananas. That is the truth. Now, whether you say, oh, I think those are plantains and not bananas, or, those ain't right bananas, or those are fake bananas made out of plastic, or whatever your perception is, the truth of the matter is the banana is the banana. That's it. It's nothing more, nothing less. It is a banana. So you have to take that for what it means. Either it's something you like and you want, or you don't. Plain and simple. So that's my message. This actually ran a little longer than what I wanted, but I wanted to make sure I got that through. Again, if there's something or a topic that you would like me to speak on, please leave it in the comments and I'll get to it. Hopefully it's something I know about. If it's not, then we both learn because I'll look it up. But that's my message today, and when I say don't give 100% of yourself to everybody, some people deserve 100% of you. Your children deserve 100% of you. Your husband or your wife or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is that you're living your life with and sharing your home with, sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideals, sharing your person with, that person deserves 100% of you because you are taking on the responsibility of life and you're sharing that together. And that person deserves 100% of you. The people at your job don't necessarily deserve 100% of you. They don't. Some of them don't deserve none of you. And then you have some that you can relinquish that to. Like I said, those would be those people that you do get close to, that you do trust, and have your back as much as you have theirs. Those people, yes, you can give them 100%, but don't waste it. Don't waste it. Like me, I am full of love for everybody. I have no hate for anybody. And you might ask me, well, what about this or what about them people? I don't have any hate in my heart for anybody. I have nothing but love for everybody. Whether I like you, I don't like you, whether I think you are one of the most horrible people in the world, I still have nothing but love for you because it is not my job to judge you. It's not my job to condemn you. It's not my job to make you out to be anything other than who you are. And the simple fact is that you are human just like I'm human. So because of that fact, I have love for you. Doesn't mean I want to be bothered with you. Don't mean I want to hear what you have to say. Don't mean I want to even be in the same room with you. But I have nothing but love for everybody in this world. But that does not mean that I just pour out my heart and love and everything to every single body I come across. They will drain you. They will take it and expect more. So be careful with your own self. Value yourself more than you value anybody else because you can't do anything for anybody if you don't value your own self. So I know this is long, but it is what it is. You either watch the whole thing or you don't. But I'm going to say this. I went through changing my diet. Okay. So I became a vegan. Well, first of all, I first became a vegetarian. And I would love to sit here and tell you guys, yes, I did it for the animals because I do. I love the animals to death. Anybody who knows me knows I'm retarded when it comes to animals. I don't care. Bear, tiger, raccoon, squirrel, whatever. I am retarded when it comes to animals. I love them all. But that is not the reason I became vegan. Okay, or I went vegetarian. So I went back and forth, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop. Vegetarian, vegetarian, vegan. I even did raw food. Did raw food for a couple of months. So I went back and forth with all of this stuff. And basically, it was because I wanted to do better for myself. Okay? Because, and then I kept going back and forth and then going back because I couldn't let go of certain foods and didn't want to let go of certain foods. And it gets to the point where I had to realize and recognize this. And this realization only happened like a couple of months ago. Okay. So I want to say about 2 months ago, 2, 3 months ago. By the way, I also have poor concept of time. So if my timeline is ever wrong, that's why. But anyway, so we're gonna say 2 months ago, maybe three because of what I just told you. I don't know. But in any case, this has been recent that I finally made the decision to make that commitment to myself. If I make a commitment to somebody else, I handle it. I keep to it. And if I can't, I come back, I own it, I acknowledge it, I tell you that I couldn't keep to it, I tell you why, I tell you what happened, all that good stuff. And I make it a priority to meet that expectation that I committed to for other people. But then when it comes to myself, I don't. I'll commit and say, oh, I'm going to do this 2 week exercise program. Yeah, I'm going to get it in. I'm going to get it in. And then after day 3, I'm tired. I'm not doing this. Yeah, I don't feel like doing this. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then it's never done. So I never keep the commitments to myself. And that's one thing I wanted to start doing. So that Chloe exercise program that I was telling y'all about in on that first video or the last video, I don't remember which one, but whatever video it was, I told y'all about Chloe. Yeah, I could tell you, especially last night, I did her program. Thank God today is a rest day. But I did her program last night, and I tell you, I ain't never want to give up on something so bad. I ain't want to give up on something so bad in my life as I want to give up on this program. But I got 7 more days to do, 7 more days. So I got to get back into it tomorrow. And I have to do it and I have to see it to the end because I made the commitment to myself to do her program for 2 weeks. And so I have to keep that. I do. And my diet, I made this commitment to be a healthier me. Um, and the reason why basically is I don't want to end up like a lot of people I see. I don't want to end up on a lot of medications. I don't want to end up with my mobility gone. I don't want to end up with all these ailments and a new diagnosis every single time I go to the doctor. I don't want to end up like that. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. The fact that I look as young as I do, I want to maintain that. So I want to keep what I have. And that's the reason I chose to be vegan. That was the whole reason. And it's also the reason behind where I even took it a step further and not just be vegan. Y'all pray for me because I'm trying to do this to the end of the year. What I committed to. I actually committed to 2 months. But I'm shooting for the end of the year, but I committed to 2 months. So y'all pray for me. But I actually changed it to where there's no oil, no refined sugars, which is like and no oil means no oil, period. Okay, no coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, no oil at all, no salt. Now you can do a low sodium vegetable broth or things that are light or next to no salt, and so you can have as many seasonings and spices and things like that as you want, but no salt, no processed foods. And not that I really had processed foods anyway, that I gave up a long time ago, but that would include flour, like bread, yeah, crackers, yeah, chips, yeah, all of that gone, bye bye. And then I said no sugar, no salt, no oil, and no refined carbs is what they actually call it. So that'd be like your flours, your whole wheat bread and things like that. All of that is gone. So I am rediscovering how to make stuff taste good. So thank God for lemon and lime juice because that's what I've been using. And I will say that that's been working. It's been making everything taste really good and I've been really surprised. But that is another commitment I made to myself. So this is me giving 100% of myself to myself and my own well-being so that I can be the best person that I am and be at my best so that I can give other people my best, those who deserve it. Because I'm not giving 100% to somebody who I already know is draining. Because I had a friend like that who would come and she would always want to sit down and have discussions with me like I'm talking to you guys right now. She would want to come over and have discussions with me like this. And when I tell you she drained the life out of me, drained it. And then all of that for her to turn around and snap at me, go off on me. Like I had no reason to be talking to her. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep, that's my fault because I gave you too much of myself. I shouldn't have gave you as much because I know how you cut. So I shouldn't have gave you as much as I did. And that's what I mean about not giving people 100% of yourself. Because when something happens or they turn on you, you're the one that feels bad about it. But if you ask God to show you the truth of who these people are, He's going to show you. You will find out the truth of that person, their true nature, the true on how they really are. It will come out. And then you can go from there as far as making a decision on how much of yourself you want to share with that person. So, anyway, this is longer than I wanted it to be. I did speak on what I wanted to speak on, what came from my heart. If you liked it, enjoyed it, got anything out of it, please do the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to continue to get videos that I do. Um, Looks like they're going to be at least once a week. Don't always know what I'm going to speak on, just comes to me. Like today, I had no idea what I was going to speak on. And I actually hit 3 things on my little list of ideas and things to talk to you guys about. So, but again, the next herb, I don't know. It'll come to me and I'll just do a video for it and you'll find out. So, like and subscribe if you want to find out for the next video. All right, love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay warm. If you in these cold states like I am, I don't think I'm ready, y'all. But if you're in the warmer states, enjoy it. Send us some of that sunshine and that warmth because I'm telling you, I could use it. I don't know what's going to happen. Woo. But anyway, have a good night and I love you.